Welcome everybody to Lakeside. We are here to promote Top Tier's Chaos show that comes to us live from the Brentwood Centre on February the 10th, and we've got a very interesting fight, I think. This one really leapt off the page at me when I looked at the bill. It's 10 rounds at super middleweight between Grant Dennis and James Osborne. I'll be honest, I don't know too much about you, James. I know plenty about you, having seen you fight down the years, and that's the thing that first appealed to me about this. Did you prefer James or Aussie, by the way?
Either or either, mate.
Okay, well,
yeah,
we'll go with James.
Yeah.
You're 4-0.
Yeah.
This is a big step up.
Yeah, 100%. Massive step up for me. I don't really want to fight journeyman. Just want to be tested, really, and see where I'm at.
And that's, I think that's something that people want in boxing now. They want people to roll the dice earlier than maybe we're used to seeing people, just to take that acid test and see how you get on, and that's how you're looking at it.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
As for you, again, this is a risk for you too, because people will look at this matchup and they will expect you to win.
Yep.
And so there's really, in a sense, not that much for you to gain here and quite a lot to lose.
Listen, I like to test myself no matter what. I've just come off of a loss, and for me, it's just getting back to winning ways and chasing the titles that I was chasing in the first place, you know what I'm saying? I know it's going to be a good test. He's going to come, he's going to fight. He's a strong lad. I think my experience, my IQ in there will see me through and I'll get the win. The only pressure that is ever put on me is on myself anyway. So whatever people saying I should win, shouldn't, I've always ignored that. It's on me. I put that pressure in every fight. I should win. Doesn't matter if I'm fighting Tyson Fury. I want to win. You know what I mean? So I'm going to be prepared like I'm fighting the world champ. So it doesn't matter 4-0, 40-0. I'm going to be preparing exactly the same way for Aussie, and that's it.
It's interesting actually, because looking at your last couple of fights, Kevin Aguiarco, Mark Dickinson, you're up against it in those kinds of fights because you're in your weight corner. I don't know how much notice you got, but probably not much. But everybody knows what the script is there.
Yeah.
So those are tough jobs.
Yeah.
And I did wonder, looking at them, whether that was the route you were going to go down.
Yeah.
But by the sound of it, you still got plenty of ambition.
No, because in both of them fights, I went in there to do a job. I knew Kevin. I knew that was good, and it was a good fight. The scorecards were a bit wide, but again, he's in Ireland, Irish judges, Irish ref. I didn't expect nothing different. But with the Mark Dickinson fight, I'm not going to lie, the notice I was given and the weight I was when I was giving it, I was just fighting my weight. The whole camp, it was just a thing against weight. Literally, there was at one point I was only putting like 1,100 calories in my body. So that was all about a weight issue. I take nothing away from that Mark Dickinson, but he only got up a 20% Grant Dennis. He got a ghost of me. So this one's going to be at super middle. I started my career at super middle. Always been very strong there. Always had sharp hands, and like I say, I'm looking forward to February the 10th against the man next to you.
So fill us in on the boxing journey so far. I know the record. I know it's 4 fights, 4 wins. But what first took you to the gym? When did you decide that this was, fighting for a living was for you?
I don't know. I just loved the buzz of it. Loved the buzz after the fight, the build-up of it. I only started doing a few charity fights at my gym, and then just took off from there, really.
So you didn't have too much of an amateur background?
No, I had 2 amateur fights when I was about 24, I think, 25. And then I stopped for about a year. And then one of my mates rang and said, do I want to do a charity fight? And been going from there.
So you a full-time fighter?
Yeah, now I am, yeah. Since the last fight, I'll give up work, got a few sponsors and trying to put everything into it to see where I can get, really.
I mean, that, from what I'm told, that makes a massive, massive difference, making that leap from working as well to being full-time.
Yeah, 100%. And normally I'm training for like 2 or 3 hours after work. I do groundworks, which is tough on your body anyway. And then now I'm training 2-3 times a day. I can recover properly after each session and then put 100% into each training session as well.
So how much do you know about him?
I see his last couple of fights. I just know he's very experienced. He's strong. Yeah, that's it really.
Handsome.
Yeah.
There you go.
Go on.
Do you two know each other at all?
No, not really.
No.
Like, I think we shared a changing room once.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? For the first
Top tier, yeah.
top tier show. So that's it, man. That's it. There's no animosity here.
No.
It's the fight game. It's the business we're in. We're gonna punch each other afterwards, spud each other, and that's it. That's how it is, man.
That's it.
But you both realise by the sound of it that you say the fight game. I mean, what it is people want to see good fights. They don't want to see people dance around each other for 10 rounds. I mean, dedicated fight fans appreciate a good skillful display. I'm sure you both do as well, but you're realists. You know what people have come there for.
Yeah, man. People want to see blood, man. And that's it. People are maniacs, aren't they, really? But again, we know what we signed up for. When I knew what I signed up for from a young kid up until the age I am now. So, yeah, we're just racehorses, man, and people come to watch us.
What's your fighting style? Fill me in. What can people expect to see?
Just pressure, counter puncher, powerful. It's gonna just try and put it on him, but I can't switch off at any point. I know his experience. I know he knows what he's doing in there. It's not any like any of the fights I've had before. So I've got to be clever with what I do.
Do you see this being a distance fight, or do you think one way or the other this is?
Training for the full distance. I think it's going to be tough, but it's what I want.
But do you go looking for the stoppage? Is that how you like to do it?
If I see it, always. I'm sure he would say the same. If he sees it, he'll be going for it. But I'm not going to start trying to smash it in the first couple of rounds. I know he's used to doing the rounds as well, so we've got to be clever with what I do.
Do you feel like the greater experience you've got down the stretch over the longer duration could be key?
Listen, I think key is mindset and how we approach it and how we prepare for it. You know what I'm saying? I think experience plays a key factor in anything you do. You know what I'm saying? So, and like I say, man, people might look at my age and say I'm at the back end of my career. I feel great now. I'm doing times and doing things now that I couldn't do at 27. You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, I prepare with no stone unturned. Like I said, getting ready for my man like he was the champion of the world, and it's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. That's how I prepare for it. I trained all over Christmas, New Year. I haven't stopped training since that last fight, so I'm ready, man. I could fight tomorrow, man.
There's going to be a good crowd in there. It's a good platform that you got for yourselves, a pair of you, and just describe to me what that feeling is like, because I've spoken to athletes across a number of sports, and boxers always tell me that feeling of, particularly if you get the stoppage, but that feeling of getting your hand raised, there's just nothing like it.
There's nothing like it. I can't explain it, you know what I mean? That's why I think a lot of fighters going through the course of boxing history, it's been hard for them to retire because you're always chasing. It's like a drug. That buzz, that adrenaline that you get from the crowd chanting your name or booing you. I've had it both ways, you know what I mean? Booing me, I walked out in front of like 14,000 people in Dublin getting booed and stuff. But that buzzed me up, you know what I mean? So it's nothing like it. I love it. I love it.
And was that, you told us, it was a charity fight to start with, and I guess you don't really know until you do it how you're going to react to it, but the adrenaline of it and just the feeling from the crowd, was that what made you feel like I have to do this again?
Yeah, 100%. Like I said, it's like a drug. Like, unless you've done it, you won't know. And it's unreal, the feeling you get, especially when you win. It's unreal.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to come to you both for a prediction. I'm not going to ask you who you think is going to win. That's the most pointless question ever. But how are you going to win?
I've just got to be clever. It's hard to say. I think he's going. I know he's tough. I'd like to get a stoppage, but that's not what I'm going to be going all out for. I'm going to make sure I get the rounds and see what plays off, really.
I'm going to be very clinical, very sharp, IQ top notch, and if I see the stoppage, I'll take it. That's simple. That's as easy as it is. I'd rather knock him out or beat him on points.
All right, you're covering all bases.
Yeah.
Okay, well, good to speak to you both.
Cheers. Thank you very much.